The new Grow Garden update has just been announced. It has a lot of cool stuff, and I'm going to show you how you can prepare for it. If you can already tell by my voice, I'm very sick, so please subscribe. I would very much appreciate it. Let me go ahead and try to record this video. Something that I think a lot of you guys should know about is that the game actually had a mini update a few days ago. On Tuesday, they decided to update the Garden Essentials. They kind of changed it up a lot, and I think it is definitely much better now, and it is appropriate to how the game should be played. If you actually go to the Garden Keeper and say you want to ascend, you will see that the requirement for your ascension now is much easier. Not only that, you can now ascend every 4 hours instead of 24 hours, and the price now gradually goes up instead of taking all your shekels. This is technically better because it allows you to hold on to your shekels without having to reset everything. Back then, you used to have at least 10 trillion, and then when you actually ascended, you would lose all of your shekels. Now it is much better because, for example, as someone who's playing the game and I want to, let's just say, like, I want to go ahead and sell this bone blossom I have right here, right? It's a huge one. This is worth a lot of shekels, and now I can go ahead and sell this knowing the fact that when I rebirth, it is not going to take away everything. And why did I get teleported back to my base? There we go. We just got up to 260 trillion, and that is one of the mini changes they made. They also actually changed up the prices, which technically is for the worst, but if you realistically think about it, it is still a buff. Now the safe slot upgrade costs 100 garden coins instead of 50, so it's double, but you are able to get 6 times as many rebirths, and they are so much easier to get because the requirement on each fruit is also easier. This is one of Jandel's steps in taking this game into a better future, and I definitely think it is better for the game because, as you know, Grow Garden has been falling off. A lot of people want to just say it's because of school, but as you can see, Grow Garden has 600,000 players. Meanwhile, Steal a Brain Rot and 99 Nights in the Forest still have well over 1 million. They have all been dropping, but Grow Garden has been dropping just significantly more. Does this mean the game is cooked? No, I actually don't think so because of the update that we're going to be getting this weekend. The developers have actually gone ahead and said, Jandel himself, that he wants to change the event style, something much newer and different from what we've already been getting, where you get your usual mutation, you pay it to this guy, you get the fountain choices and stuff like that. No, that's not happening anymore. As you can see, the update has been announced, and we are getting the brand new fall market, which introduces new shops and more. And if you click onto it, it actually has a pretty big description. Not only does it say admin abuse will start roughly 1 hour before the update, this has always been a thing, but they're starting to follow the direction of other games and trying to show this to more people, so that way more people are aware about the admin abuse. But I'm gonna be honest, bro, I feel like everybody in the world already knows that. The next thing is, though, that this update introduces a new type of event celebrate the coming fall, and that is called the Fall Market. Now, there's so many things about this, because for this, you can explore and play the Fall Market event. This also brings, obviously, new seeds, pets, lots of gear, weather, and lots more that can be unlocked throughout the event. On top of that, there will also be other new and refreshed features / content to enjoy. With this update and the last few updates, as you know, the developers have been adding in a lot of unique content and especially features. One of the things we got was birthdays, which, I mean, I'm gonna be honest, those happen like once a week in real life time, because it takes like so long for it to be an NPC's birthday. But if you feed them cake on their birthday, you get some pretty cool rewards for it. On top of that, in the most recent update, they went ahead and added something else, which I should have a type of food for this. Oh, actually, it's right in here. Yes, let's go and collect my smoothie. And this is a transcendent smoothie because, in case you didn't know, if you head over to the PetX shop, you will see there's brand new friendship level above Raphael's head. If you go ahead feed him, you can support his tier unlocking thing, which obviously gives you access to some pretty cool stuff. And as you can see, I don't have it unlocked, but when you do get him to tier 2, on top of that, you also get this like pet incubator thing where your pet can literally level up over time. The only thing you have to do is just get some fruits and stuff to feed it, so that way it levels up faster. And the best thing to feed it, in my opinion, is the bone blossoms. If you get like 4 or 5 of these, bro, they're like 20% each, and yeah, as you can see, it's insane. But this update actually has a lot of leaks in one picture. This is personally my first look at it, but as you can see, there is multiple things going on. One, you have two types of trees here, and I don't know why, but there seems to be like pumpkins and spices under those trees. I don't know if it means anything, but we're just gonna act like for now it doesn't. Now there's a chance it could in the future. But on top of that, we actually have 4 shops over here, and one of them, this one right here, definitely looks like some sort of crafting bench or someone that is literally standing there. To me, this one over here, it has some boxes around it, so obviously I'm gonna go ahead and say that's the cosmetic shop. And then this one, honestly, I have no idea what this is, just because you can't really see anything, and I bet you there's probably a lot of placeholders in the screenshot. But this is gonna be an event that is gonna literally take up most of this lobby, because as you can tell, the shops look completely different. There's actually a lot of them, more than just it's more of like a plaza rather than just a little circle thing. Without a doubt, it's going to introduce some mutations and stuff. Now, will you have to get those mutations? I really don't think so, because they do have to try and make this event different from the rest. And if you are constantly getting a certain type of mutation, getting that plant and feeding it, that's honestly boring, bro. Like, we've had that, like, I think for 3 events now. And I know that a lot of you guys are probably upset that you ascended having no shekels now, but don't worry, Jandel did have something to say about this. They mentioned this multiple times in the Discord server, but as you can see right here, they said people who ascended with the old system will get a good reward this weekend, since it was much harder. And in the update section, they do also mention this again, and also here's a list of like all the changes they made if you want to go ahead and look at it. But he did also say people who reset their shekels with the old system will get something cool. Personally, my own opinion, I genuinely think this might be a type of pet, or they could even reward you with more garden coins for your time and effort. But at the same time, I feel like that's not a worthy, reward. But I cannot make this video without showing you guys how to actually prepare for this update. There's many things you can do. The number one thing that I always say is, well, honestly, a lot of these things are number one, but you definitely want to be leveling up your pets. This is actually something very easy that you can do, because this current event gives you the glimmering mutation, which makes your fruit worth a lot more XP. With that, I highly recommend you guys constantly keep your pets fed, because one, not only is their perks going to just naturally get better the more they have, but look, if I just get up like one of these glowthorns, right, it has 3 mutations on it, nothing crazy, it's a legendary, and I go ahead and feed it to this corrupted kitsune, boom, it fed it for 110% of hunger, so it's full. I recommend you do this with every single pet that you have equipped, because when you do this, you will be able to very quickly get to level 50, which ultimately will allow you to mutate your pet and try to get something like Rainbow. It's just going to make it infinitely better, and in return, that will obviously help you for the update. The next thing that I highly recommend is that you actually do not spend your Ascension coins. This is currently something that I recently thought of, and I was thinking of this because there's always a chance that with a brand new update, they're gonna add a lot more things to ascend to, and if I'm gonna be honest, it's best to keep it, because every single upgrade here isn't going to really tremendously help you out before the update. Save slot upgrade is probably the best thing, but what if something else comes into the game that lets you, who knows, equip more pets? You don't want to go ahead and waste your garden coins before that comes, because there's a good chance that could get changed, and who knows, they might nerf these back down if too many people are mad about it, but I genuinely think 100 is fine, considering you can rebirth 6 times more every single day. The next very important suggestion that a lot of people have been sleeping on is to get the Cocoa Mango upgrade seed unlocked. So basically, all you have to do for this, it works just like Raphael at the Pet Egg shop. You just feed Sam. You can actually only feed Sam every 24 hours, so I highly recommend you get into it. And the best way to actually feed any of the NPCs currently in the game is by getting 4 sugar apples. Sugar apples are pretty common to find in stock as a prismatic, because there's just a lot of them that come into the game, but all you need is 4 of these, so only 1 sugar apple tree and you'll be fine. Like right now, bro, I literally have 20 sugar apple seeds, with a 21st one being gold. But yes, if you combine just 4 sugar apples, you will get a transcendent rarity fruit, which is very useful. And oh my god, the fairy ring has appeared somewhere. That's perfect, because that has a lot of stuff to do. I highly recommend you guys finish spending your fairy points, and in specific, I highly highly recommend you finish your garden achievements, because there is currently fairy event achievements that you can do, and it actually gives you the fairy well, which basically lets you keep the update. So if you don't get the wish fountain, you won't be able to have it anymore after this update. A lot of these quests require you to like hatch 30 enchanted eggs, hatch an imp pet, pixie pet, and stuff like that. So I highly recommend you do it. I did make a full video on it. I highly recommend you check that out too. But I would definitely go inside of this fairy ring event that we have, and then just head over to like, not the seed shop, actually that's the wrong place, the pet shop. You can buy the brand new seeds if you wanted to, but from what I know, they're not too good. But if you go to the pet shop over here and say, what are you selling, you'll see there's a lot of offerings. You can actually restock this for some shekels, so you won't have to pay a crazy price. Oh my god, no, I just restocked an enchanted egg. Great, I needed that. But yes, I would definitely be careful. Give it a second to see if the item actually comes in stock, but just infinitely restock this, bro. Do this as many times as you want and spend all your fantasy or whatever coins it's called, fairy coins, before it's gone. There we go. I just got one enchanted egg, and I'll literally just keep restocking and clicking the buy button, bro, until I'm done. It does go up pretty fast, I believe. Yeah, it triples the price every single time, so be careful when you're spending it. I would highly recommend you wait till 7 p.m. CST for the price to reset, because it does every 24 hours. And after you do this, definitely go ahead, plant them before, you know, you just hold on to them for no reason. Let the timer start running. On top of everything I've said, I definitely recommend, once again, that you place down all of your prismatic seeds. Personally, I've held on to some only because I already have so many down, but as soon as you start placing these, bro, they will literally just start collecting mutations. This will help you ascend. If the next update requires a lot of mutations on stuff, it'll help you, and you can also feed it to your pets. The next thing you should do before the update comes out is head over to the crafting shop over here, and you want to simply just go ahead and make a bunch of reclaimers. This is super easy to make because all it requires is just a common egg. Boom, there we go. And then you go ahead, throw in a harvest tool as well, and 500k shekels, and then you get 3 reclaimers, which lets you reclaim and move it to a different safe slot in case you need to. And while we're here, you should definitely be buying every single thing inside of the gear shop, especially things such as watering cans, and I mean, literally everything in here is good. The only thing you probably won't need is the favorite tool. This thing is kind of useless, or the cleansing pet shard, unless in the next update they do add more crafting and you can craft a pet shard, which then you'll probably need the cleansing one. Harvest tool is always a great option. They have been recently adding radars though, so you might not need it. And obviously make sure you're hitting every single sprinkler, bro, especially the Grandmaster sprinkler if you see it in stock. Talking about the Grandmaster sprinkler, if you do participate in the admin abuse event, usually they give out a lot of them. Currently right now I have 12 Grandmaster sprinklers. I think in the last one they gave out like 3 or something. Ever so often, it'll actually be more than that. On top of that, you're going to be getting a ton of seeds, every single prismatic literally inside of the shop, and just all kinds of good stuff, man. I highly recommend you're there for the admin abuse. It's definitely worth it. And last but not least, if you are looking to get anything inside of this event, such as the cosmetics and stuff, do it now, because this is going to be gone this update. And one of the best cosmetics, in my opinion, is the one that can be found inside the fairy ring. If I have time, yes, 3 minutes. Okay, let's go over here and let's head to the cosmetic shop. Firstly, actually, we're going to take a pit stop right here, because as you can see inside of the pets, one of the pets right here, the wisp pet, if you do have this cosmetic is very good, because as long as you have a wisp well in your garden, pets gain additional bonus experience per second, so you can level up your pets even faster. Oh, our smoothie is done cooking. That is great. Okay, but if you go to the cosmetic shop, this is where you can buy that well. It is the hardest thing to buy, and I'm not actually quite sure how much it costs. Oh, 1.5k. That's actually not bad. I'll buy it, I guess. I mean, I don't really need to keep on to my fairy points for any other reason. And if you have any other jars, obviously feed it to this stuff. After this event, all of this is going to be gone, so you will have no use in these fairy jars. But I hope this video helps you guys out. I am very sick, so as soon as I finish recording this video, I'm definitely gonna go ahead and rest. But something I would very much appreciate is if you went ahead and watched this video. I went ahead and handpicked it for you. I really think it's gonna be great, and I would appreciate it so much. Thank you for watching, and hurry up, click it. Bye.